There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Time to get into the action here. Team Liquid versus CHIMERA Esports. And I'm looking forward to see how this one plays out. We had that hot start, quite literally with the hero choices. Yep. At the beginning of the draft, Ember out first, but then straight away, CHIMERA like, bam! Have a Huskar in your face.
And this is the new Huskar. He didn't go the fastest. I'm sad.
Why didn't he go the fastest? Discuss.
Okay, so the one he went is Incendiary, which is it's added also recently, somewhat. I think maybe like 4 or 5 months old. It was in the new one, and it basically you scale super hard with Incendiary, and also its laning is weaker with Incendiary, and I feel like he picked it specifically because he's probably going to lose the lane versus Nisha, and so it's better to be able to scale as Huskar. Because if you get to a point as Huskar, it's like level 20, 25, you kind of just win the game, is what I was told, if you go this fast. Copy would always say, guys, I'm a late game hero. I'm not here to win the game in 20 minutes. Which, I don't know. They don't really need it. They have a Morphling. The panel didn't like Morphling, which I thought was a bit surprising.
Wait, why do they not like Morphling? Who's going to catch him?
They didn't like it because there was no sniper catch. So they're worried that sniper's going to 1v5.
But doesn't Morphling... Isn't Morphling good against sniper because he can gap close?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
I kind of like it, right?
You waveform on him. You can buy so much damage that he can fight you. I also really like Morph vs. Mars because it's really hard.
You just, get out the arena, right?
Yeah, so Mars is a hero. You really want to be able to sit in the lane and kick him out with your level 6. It's almost like a Doom, where you get level 6, you ult the enemy carry, and he has to die, so they leave the lane. But Morphling either waveforms out of it or just tanks it with Strength Morph. So
yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to Liquid proving me wrong, but from a draft perspective, I just really like what CHIMERA's got. And I'm just doubtful about the safe lane Ember Spirit. I don't know how he's going to be able to make the game work with the Ember from that position and the potential to carry the game, because they've got sort of 2 cores. Or some good puns here, what Mickey Mouse, because indeed, was it looking for his new mouse or something? Yeah,
so Mickey needs to...
It's got to get another mouse.
New mouse.
Needs new mouse.
The production also is asking him to, I think, close the shades and put more lighting in his room, or open the shades for more lighting.
Oh, is it like really dark in his room?
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice and bright now.
I think he fixed it.
Yeah, there we go.
He said it was too bright outside though, so as a gamer like all of us, he didn't want to see that outside sun.
Closed.
He looks great though. Look at him.
There we go. Ready to go. Brand new mouse. Get that plugged in. There we go. Plugging it in right now. Check it out.
Oh, he's a little... Nah, he's fine.
Yeah, the mouse is working. Nice and good. So let's... Because this thing as well, look at it, Mickey. Hasn't played the Ember Spirit in quite some time. Because there's a lot of games on it. He used to be a big Ember Spirit
because he was a mid player.
He really was. Yeah, but at least on his main account. Hasn't played it in over a year.
Okay. And
in terms of in competitive, hasn't played it in nearly 2 years. So this is quite, in a year, 2 years, that's a long time in Dota 2 world. So let's see if Mickey can bring it back here today.
Maybe he was dodging it because of the cast points on ult.
That's true. And that did get
now the cast points
made
back.
better.
So it's like, oh, okay, I can play Ember again, guys. I don't care.
So I'm excited to see what Mickey can bring with this. Because, of course, historically in the past, he was a fantastic Ember Spirit player.
It's not a good Ember game, I would say, like, overall.
That's why I think it's going to be tough.
Bad versus
and that's
Morphling.
your carry. It's your carry gunner.
It's bad versus Morph. Scaling, it's bad versus Huskar. Bristol, it's like fine. It's pretty neutral versus, I would say. Even at Ench, it's not amazing versus. Enchantress is also, so I'm really interested because they had a 100% win rate in the pregame, the stats they were showing. I don't know how many of those were before the patch. Because I think they've only played 3 games since the patch, I assume, or 2. And
yeah, just the series yesterday, right, where they won 2-1 against Heroic.
Yes, I don't know if they picked Ench yesterday. I would assume they maybe did with the amount that they're picking him, but there were some really big changes that nerfed Enchantress a lot. The biggest one is Impetus. They used to do double damage to creep, so actually gave her a farming tool, and now it just does normal damage. So you can't even farm Esser that much. I think last time I saw her, they were skipping heal. Just to be this pure aggressive carry. And she still eventually scales into this late game monster. But it's not the same.
Well, let's see. This bottom lane, definitely going to be the one that's it's going to be the most interesting. Because we just don't get to see it. I don't know when the last time a team did run Ember in the safe lane. I mean, it must have happened before, right? Where there's been a draft where the Ember gets forced out mid. So it probably has happened a handful of times in the last year or so. But let's see how he does. Mickey on the Ember against, what are we going with? Is it Dahao or are we still going with Dahak?
I think it's Dahak.
But okay, we'll go with Dahak, even though he's got it listed as Dahao. Dahak on his Bristle with 1J on the Jakira. This feels like a pretty aggressive lane, right? You get a couple of levels on these two, they're going to be diving in. Top lane, Panto's healing up, but it's not enough to save him.
Through the heal.
They strike first and get first blood top for Boxy.
That's a... I'm very surprised. I didn't see what happened, but usually Enchantress level 1, they feel unkillable if they press heal.
Yeah, I guess just caught...
Just to dispose?
Caught out by the dispose.
Have you seen a Marcy's special delivery? Because that's a really cool new ability that Marcy got. So
yeah,
it's basically your core just teleports across the map to you wherever it is on a very long cooldown, but it means that you can get items very quickly. I don't know if I've seen it actually happen. So.
Yeah, but it's hard to kind of keep track if it's ever used in sort of clutch situations.
Yeah, I was like theory crafting some stuff, you know, a dust for an invis hero, or maybe a salve if you're losing in the lane, a fairy fire, stuff like that. But even a blood grenade. Going for a kill, you get a blood grenade.
Sania. Good TP out just in time there. These two can start laying down a lot of damage here to Hack on 1J.
Yep. Thankfully, to some extent, Mickey can do the same with just the amount of mana he gets. He's always going to be able to slide chains, get burst, and then when Insania gets level 2, he might go arrow. And there is some threat. But look at Mickey has negative... What is this? He has minus 14 armor.
Yeah, he's got to be careful.
This is like not good.
Is he just dead?
I think he's just dead.
That's just 6 stacks with the sticky. I mean, they just play it carefully and they kill him off. I don't know how you play this lane as Ember. I think it's going to be kind of tough for Mickey.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, pub?
Light. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, Lorinoff just turned the light on for himself. There you go. He wants a bit more light in his room. So far, how's he doing in the mid? It is indeed a tough time for him. Nisha coming in clutch with obviously the pick that Liquid did slam down the mid lane to try and deal with the fact that the Huskar was picked first to push the Ember out. And it's looking good so far. 12-4 against the 6-2.
Yeah, so for context, even if Ember has a bad lane, it's all for Nisha, right?
Yeah.
So if Nisha has a good game and Mickey has like an okay game, then it's fine. He's not supposed to win his lane in the safe lane or have crazy high impact. But again, that just when you make lane swaps like this, it relies a lot on Nisha in this instance. That you kind of are putting way more on him. If Nisha's just sitting in this lane mid, he's the Ember, right? And he's losing to Huskar. Then it's still everyone has their own place in the game. You know, Mickey was a later pick carry. Nisha's playing a broken hero because they think Ember's broken. And now it's kind of, all right, all hands are off. Nisha, you gotta carry me. I'm playing Ember for you, bro.
Because then in terms of the build for Mickey, are you still trying to scale as the Ember, or are you going for like some Mage Slayer, Vessel, and trying to just sort of just brawl it out in the mid game? Whilst the sniper gets the chance to farm and scale.
I think you I want to say scale, but I think he's going to go early game items. It's a good Mage Slayer game and even a Vessel game. So
because someone wants to get the Vessel, right? Who's it going to be? It wouldn't be terrible on the Ember, right?
Yeah, they should just play kind of like it's a safe lane sniper and a mid Ember. It just effectively their draft is literally going to be Ember's losing mid because when you're losing the safe lane, you're kind of just like a mid player, or you're going even the safe lane, you're mid in terms of XP. So he's just like an Ember that got crushed mid. If you want to think about it that way. 1J. He does have the lowest, so Insania won't commit.
On top lane, so far, it's been pretty simple here for TA2000. Stable Boxy seeing if they could get a chance for Panther, but it's getting a bit more complicated now. Stable taking quite a bit of damage here from the Acorns and the Blood Grenade. Waveform forward. Spears there ready to push TA2000 back. Stable should be fine.
Enchantress is really hard for Mars to deal with. You can't spear the creep, so anytime the creep's on you, you're just constantly taking damage. He's fine, but Dahak? I think Dahak should be fine. It's this Bristleback fast, that's so good. You just run away and you're constantly slowing everyone.
Top. Trying for the setup again onto Panto. It's a lot of damage. It's enough. Boxy and Saberlight able to get the kill once more, taking out the Enchantress. Boxy though, he's gonna live. He's out of there and he's got a salve at the ready. He'll be able to stay in the lane. So once again, finding the chance to punish this Enchantress a couple of times.
And if we look at mid, Lorinoff has just left the lane. He's full-time jungling. I think it's the right play. It's just it's sad, but it's also interesting to see kind of, you know, why did they pick the Huskar? I guess it's purely to shut down the Ember. I don't know if they didn't expect the Ember to go safe lane, or they just have faith in this impact.
Got him. Gonna try for Dahak, and they'll get it. If they can go for one chain as well.
He catches up to him. Yeah,
good move from Boxy. Comes in clutch, brings them the numbers down bottom, so they can set up to pick up both kills for Mickey. Massive for Liquid to find that in their safe lane.
Yeah, those are big kills. You know, it gives Mickey a good game. Now, he's level 4, he's top second in net worth, only behind Nisha. And basically, the concerns with Ember, I think, are a lot about the early game. Just the laning stage, and, you know, you see him die that one time, and it's scary now, guys. Is Burstback gonna have a free game? But I'm liking how Liquid is like set up for the rest of this game. So
yeah, it's a good opening so far with that double kill on top of everything. 4-1, 1k gold lead for Liquid. Getting some pressure on the mid tower as well. Boxy was hovering around just in case anyone did show up from Chimera. As it continues, Lorinov sticks to the jungle. Doesn't want to show his face in the mid against the threat of Nisha's sniper. And Nisha able to get some early tier 1 pressure on. Only about half the tower.
You can probably just kill the tower.
And they're going to be trying for the jump on Panto. They get the dispose. Panto's dead again. Quite a few times now. The Enchantress keeps getting caught out.
This is their 100% win rate here so far. I think it's 5 games in this tournament, and they won every game. Oh, maybe Liquid can put a stop to that?
That's a rough start.
It's 2k gold already. And if Lorinov... Ooh, if he got caught there...
They're just going to have to let this tower go.
Yep.
Coming up, so we're 7 minutes in. Nice and early tier 1 here for Nisha. The sniper pick in response to the Huskar pick in response to the Ember Spirit pick. So far, so good for Liquid with this early game.
Yep. I do like their draft. I'm always just an Ember fan, even in the safe lane. The biggest concern is the Morphling, I would say, because his game is still good. He's doing fine top. He's going to freeze farm. It's a good Morphling game versus Ember versus Mars. Sniper, you could say it's okay versus. It's not like the best pick, but I still think Morphling is completely fine versus Sniper. You have some form of gap close, which is, as long as you have that, your hero is going to be playable or Sniper.
Boxy is ready to try and see what's going on this high ground. Does have Nisha by his side. They won't feel strong enough to head up towards the Ancients as of yet, but it looks like they want to try and swing down towards the bottom, put some pressure on, and maybe try and take this tier 1 down here early.
It's good to play around the Ember. He's going slight chains. He's maxing. He is going for the Mage Slayer. I think it's good. I don't think he needs to do... I know some carry Embers go Radiance, and they kind of greed up and farm, but again, even though he's the carry, quote-unquote, he's still like the pause 2.
Sure. You're looking at sort of what the greed to come out from Nisha with his build.
Probably Maelstrom from Nisha. There's a Dragon Lancer, BKB, just pretty much the very standard items.
And they're going to go for this. Remnant up. Easy kill for Mickey. He's given the space for Nisha to continue peeping into the tier 1 tower bottom. This early pressure, it's coming out pretty heavy here from Liquid. Only 8 minutes in, 3k gold lead. It's going to be 2 tier 1s already taken.
The other big thing is with all this pressure, Saberlight's kind of been able to have a pretty decent time top. Normally, if Enchantress doesn't feel forced to, you know, help these other lanes and secure the game, she just sits in the safe lane, keeps running creeps at the Mars. He can't ever be left alone, but Boxy hasn't been there in 4 minutes, and Saberlight's having a good game, so it's a 3k gold lead 9 minutes in, and I don't really see a reason for Liquid to stop. Like, they can just keep going forward.
Chimera, they're looking at Saberlight, but it's not really a kill they can set up for. Saberlight already backing off.
And he does have Arena. I think if Liquid can find a good angle in this top move, you know, maybe Morphling waveform, and then he's able to Arena him or something, or they just dive him. I think being able to fight here is really important for Liquid.
I mean, Saberlight, he's going to get the chance to put the Arena, and TP's are coming in, and he's able to keep himself alive. Nisha's turned up. Chimera, they've got to get out of here. 1J's not going to get the chance to escape. 50,000 can get away from this. They have to jump over the rebound, the control with the dispose. It's enough to keep him chain stunned. sort of the spear and dispose coming into play because he was lined up with the tree, still getting hit by that full stun of the spear. They locked him down perfectly. Big kills continue here for Liquid. This game's actually kind of getting a little bit out of control already. Yeah, and it was exactly what I said, right? They walked up to the arena, they kind of do a little bait on Saberlight, they all TP, and that was literally, if there's one good move that Liquid had to do to make the game even easier for themselves, it was that. So Morphling goes down. That was kind of the last hope of CHIMERA's early game. And again, you're looking at Lorinov on this Huskar and you're saying, you know, what is going to be your impact in this game? Is it actually just AFK farming and playing for this later game timing? Which, like, sure. Autumn, Panto's dead again. Not having an easy time on this Enchantress. Yeah. It's like, yes, you could say a Huskar late game will carry this game, but then now what is TA2000's job? You can't have two people AFK farming to win the game. Someone needs to do something. The Hawk has no stuns. Their only stun is actually Ice Path on Jakiro. That's the only way they catch heroes. And now you're saying you have to Ice Path an Ember. You have to catch a sniper in the backline before he, you know, gets his spells off, gets the kite. It's... I mean, they're gonna try something with the smoke here with the two of them. Yep. Who do they find? They can maybe try for Saberlight. Arena. He should back online in 5 seconds. He's gonna have Arena, but he's. They don't know. They missed him. They're going for Nisha. This is gonna give Saberlight the time to start backing off. So yeah, Saberlight's gonna be okay. Can they get on top of Nisha at all? It's a difficult angle. They can't enter into this high ground. And now Liquid's starting to kind of gravitate back towards CHIMERA. So CHIMERA had to fall back from the smoke attempt. They get nothing. That's pretty bad. There's a lot of just movement that they're kind of using on the map. And they just get nothing from it. I would say it's almost like some people refer to as you take turns in Dota to some extent. Like you push out the mid lane, and then it's your turn to make a smoke or make a move. Or you push the mid lane, and then on your turn you go farm the jungle. And I feel like for Liquid, they've just kind of casually made all their moves, and CHIMERA just keeps getting gone on. See if they've got enough damage here from Nisha to take Lorinov down. Oh, the hurricane! Toggles. He's going to be fine. Lorinov gets out. Boxy going a little too deep there. It was an attempt to try and start things, and underestimating Lorinov's ability to survive against the damage that Nisha has at the moment. Because Nisha didn't quite have the Maelstrom delivered out to him. The hammer was on the courier. So maybe next time around, if that Maelstrom was there, they might have just got the kill. That's a good turnaround. Again, anytime you get kills and you're behind, they matter so much. I think that's almost a 1K goal swing. Just off of now they're able to farm lanes, and now they get to smoke, and now, again, it's hard to kill the Ember. I don't think they should kill this Ember. I think if Mickey dies, it's... They'll settle for insane. Yeah. Catch him in the ice path, will try and jump away, but he should tick out. He's dead. Mickey, he's got remnants to plenty. He's should be fine. Unless Dahak wants to dive. No. The goal, I think, of CHIMERA's next, I want to say 2-3 minutes is either do a very early Roshan or to contest the Tormentor. Because again, Tormentor starts in 2 minutes. Huskar is... honestly, Huskar is really scary doing Tormentor because there's so much of the random tick damage, and there's also damage over time. You can't arm the toggle through it like a Roshan. And look who's going to take the fight to them. Using the Moonlight, trying to close in. Cluster's out, though. I'm to check up the area here with the Shrapnel. They're going to find vision on 1J. TA2000 turning to the Ember, using the chains here against Boxy to hold him back. Boxy's got to jump out. He'll live. 1J will fall.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Jakiro. I mean, even with him going down, I don't know. I like this hero. This hero's been looking so good in this tournament. I just think the amount of damage that Jakiro provides, plus the stuns, and the, you know, basically the worst part of Jakiro was your W did no damage, and now it does damage and stuns for more. Oh no, Panto. Probably not getting out of this one. Saberlight, he's going to be ready to take the kill. And Mickey actually gets it with the slight. So another kill. And Mickey's Ember. They'll be able to push Panto out of here, get that Shrine of Wisdom secured for themselves. And we are going to see, Mickey, he's going to go for that Radiance build with how good of a start he's actually ended up having. The second highest on the net worth. Sure had that early death, but yeah, ever since that outcome at the lane, it's been all Ember Spirit. He really has crushed it. I think the Radiance is fine now that you have the Mage Slayer first. Yep. And you can play you know, you don't really need this second item. The Maelstrom is more of a farming tool and a bit of damage, whereas the Mage Slayer is your really big fighting tool. So I think it's good. They're, again, it's giving them another reason to not feel forced to do things. Whereas Chimera, I think also in theory isn't forced to do things, but because they're behind, Liquid's going to make moves onto them. And I don't think Chimera can really fight them back. 15 minutes, Roshan, or Tormentor timer. And it's going to just completely free for Liquid. Look at this team. They're doing it. They're standing in the Tormentor heal.
Get in that heal.
Thank you, Liquid. And they all do the gate, except for... Oh, never mind. They all just gave up.
And Chimera, can they afford to try and look for a play into this lineup right now? Like, what's the next sort of stepping stone that they're looking to get on? Where they feel strong, where they feel they can do something. Is it what the BKB on Lorinov? Top. We're going to have the arena drop down onto 1J. Liquid happy to drop ults here to pick up some casual kills as they know that the game's in a pretty good standing. So down bottom, I mean, they're going to come and look for a Dahak here.
They kind of know he's here. He is a halberd, but it's not going to be enough if they find him. Does he? He knows.
Let's see how deep Saberlight searches.
Wait, he doesn't know, actually.
Yeah, he's back to farming. He didn't expect to see them chasing him all the way over here.
He has no TP.
And Nisha, he's going to be able to bring in the damage, so Dahak will be going down.
Okay.
Meanwhile, in the mid, the Ice Path onto Mickey,
chains.
but the follow-up chain's indeed not proccing on the Ember. TA2000 not quite able to get that follow-up. So Mickey lives again. Liquid staying comfortably ahead. Nisha incredibly farmed here and is indeed just going to be going straight for getting that Miona finished ASAP.
And then Saberlight, he is going for the Vlads. I really like this build, especially with the new facet. It's just so much bonus damage you're giving to your team every time you get a kill in the arena. It also is super good with Sniper just to give lifesteal to your teammates. And again, because the games are a bit faster, some of the cheaper ores I think are going to make a bit of a comeback. Such as, I would say Vlad's. I think the Pipe Crimson has been nerfed a good amount in recent times. It's not as broken as it used to be.
Mickey, he's just ready to start walking in underneath towers for the setup. Gets the chains into 1J so Saberlight can get that spear follow-up. It's looking rough for Chimera. What's the plan? What do they do?
Yeah. All right. Let's get in the mind of Chimera. Guys, we picked Huskar at 9. We responded to Ember. He dodged us in the lane. We have to Hawk bot, who was kind of free farming early, but now is not its impact.
In. The BKB's there from Lorinov. Lorinov puts the BKB straight away, looks back towards Saberlight.
Can't take any damage.
And Saberlight's going to get taken out of there by Boxy, keeping Saberlight safe.
Oh, big ice path.
He's going to hit the fourth and the Macropyre as well, but they are able to step out of it. So Liquid still not losing anybody here after Chimera's attempts to fight back.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, if you're Chimera, you feel that's bad. Your Jakiro got a 4-man ice path Macropyre. Your Huskar uses a 9-second fresh BKB, and you get nothing.
Yeah, I mean, Saberlight is perfectly fine here.
He's just standing inside the wall. It's impossible for range heroes to do damage to Saberlight here. So then Boxy also kidnaps him back to the team, gives him a little protection. And look at this. Look at that Macropyre. There's no follow-up. And I think even if the team was ready and watch it, they still don't have follow-up. All of their, slows and controls on 1J.
Nisha getting very close to having a very fast Miona. And they saw 1J here, shown on the wave.
Tumbler toy.
He's trying to hide behind the... No way. That little spot
is crazy.
Don't breathe. They're dusting, but they don't see him. He's going to be okay. He's got TP up in 2 seconds.
That's wild.
He is out of there. If he wants to. I mean, he can stick around as well. Yeah,
he's going to go cut the next wave?
Yeah. They're going to be like, how? if he does show himself again.
Oh, no, he's walking into the...
I mean, he wants to fight. He's got Lorinov with him.
Yeah, he's got a ward.
And he's got Macropyre. They've got the setup. And look, here's the ice pass. Surprise, Jakiro's still in town, baby. Saberlight's going to be like, what the hell? This dragon was still here?
Hey, Tumblr Toys again. Okay,
One
they see him. They see him. They see him.
I mean, but that's worth. You know, gets into the heads of Liquid there. He sets up for them to kill Saberlight off with those jukes and sticking around that top side of the map. One
That
day.
was wild.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Plays like these little things would give Chimera a bit of a chance to take away this lead of Liquid.
If only Boxy had his special delivery. He could have brought the core to him to scatter all the trees.
Oh, he could have. And you know what as well? He probably would have. I imagine that's something that he would have thought about if he did indeed have it available to press.
It was cooldown.
Yeah.
So we're in agreement that it was Boxy's fault Saberlight died. Because if he scattered the tree line, Saberlight would be alive.
That's true. But we didn't see what he used special delivery for.
That's true. He did use
2
it.
minutes ago. He did use it though.
I think that was the first time I've seen it off, like on cooldown.
I'm gonna keep track of him so I can see when he uses it next for any sort of clutch plays.
You were doing very well.
I love my clutch plays. It's definitely not going to be, oh, I finished my item. Let me just get it.
I mean, that,
15
honestly,
seconds faster.
at least when I played, that's kind of how it ended up being. It was like, oh, I guess I'll get my item a bit quicker. Panther did get the heal off. Doesn't matter though. Mickey and Saberlight bringing more than enough damage to fight through it still. And now in the mid, they're going to try for Dahak. He's got the blade man. Roxy trying to control him with the disposed.
And the
TP
halberd.
backup is coming in. TH2000, considering if he wants to get involved in the fight. Boxy looks to jump away here with a rebound. Starting to retreat. Ice Pass not going to clip onto any of Liquid as Liquid back off. Arena is up. You know, Liquid do have all the ultimates themselves, so Chimera still need to give them a bit of respect.
Radiant are
Saberlight is in. He's got the arena to trap into Hawk. Blade Mail is off. Now spear him back, but
backline,
Laurenov is in
Nisha.
onto Nisha. Nisha's going to get rebounded. Nisha's dead. Wait, did he cancel the TP with the rebound, or would he have been dead anyway?
I think he was dead anyway.
Was he?
I think so.
Dire's
Because
middle tower.
It was the rebound right that stopped the TP.
Yes. Yes.
I think he was out.
Dire's middle tower is under
Was he not out?
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
I think he would have gotten hit one more time by the Huskar.
Sure. He probably would
And
have
then he
died
might
in
have
fountain.
burned in the fountain.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, that's
And now,
Roshan.
okay, here we go. They kill Nisha. They're in a Roshan. Chimera shaking the game up. A Liquid. Mickey wants to do something about this. Slight changes there.
Yeah.
Still though,
He's not going to do anything.
they're finishing Roche. Laurenov, he's got the Aegis secured. And now TH2000, he's happy to fight. They're looking at Liquid. Ice Path won't catch on to Mickey. Liquid back off. Chimera, good solid punch back into the game. Making sure that 5k or so lead that Liquid did obtain pretty quickly this game has stopped growing. They've managed to slow the bleeding. And Chimera, with the Aegis now, they're back in with a chance.
He was dead. It was like a full second left on the TP.
I don't know, he had wands as well to press. You know?
He was dead to just a right click.
Oh, you
1
think
second?
Was it 1 second still on the
It was like still a full
okay,
second.
Okay.
Yes, production has slowed down even more, but I'm pretty sure it was like a full
Was it
second.
1 second still? Okay.
I think it wasn't this like 0.1 second
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, here we go. Things getting exciting now.
Yeah.
Farm TA2000's up there, and look at Laurenov. His net worth's perfectly fine.
Yeah. And again, remember, with this facet,
Yeah.
you're not an early game only here. You actually scale.
And they're going to try and go for Dahak.
Okay.
They will catch him before he's able to put the blade mail. Now he's able to get the blade mail off.
Oh,
my goodness,
Boxy.
Boxy's got to be careful. Now Laurenov's able to turn up. Boxy's dead, and now they can turn for Saberlight. They're both dead. Laurenov with the double kill. Liquid with the uh-oh.
I think they're overestimating their damage between the two of them. Because if Sniper's in that play, they kill
Sure.
easily.
Yeah.
Even
Radiant's middle
Mirana
tower
being
is
there.
under attack.
Mickey, I don't know. He's kind of a whatever at this point in the game. He went Manta, I think is... I guess it's for the Huskar silence, right? And maybe the morph chains is the reason for the Manta.
Yeah, needs some sort of dispel right against.
It's just, it's going to delay his Radiance by a good amount. I think it was okay when they were leading the game. They're kind of crushing. If no one died, this Manta feels so good. But now,
Radiant's middle tower is
Liquid's
under
dodging a
attack.
bit. And not having a Radiance just slowing his game down a lot.
Yeah, and this slowdown is only seemingly benefiting Chimera.
Radiant's top tower
Like
is
Laurenov,
under attack.
he's got the same farm as Nisha, and we saw how that mid lane matchup went down. This has been an incredible recovery from him on the Huskar. You got to remember as well, during none of this game did he ever die. You know, Laurenov, he didn't need to win that mid lane.
4-0-2.
He knew how to play the game, how to farm back up, and how to catch back up, and he's there. At the top, level with Nisha Sniper.
Is under attack.
Isn't it wild that it's just a 9-pick Huskar? I feel like there's not many players that consider Huskar a standard Dota hero. They picked it just like, oh, it's a good mid. He'll do whatever. Sure, they picked it to like crush Ember in the lane mid, but I think they also just have faith in it as a hero.
Yeah, well, you can definitely see why with the game playing out as it is now. I mean, you roll back 10 minutes, it was looking to be all Liquid, but I mean, if we look at kind of the net worth graph, it did kind of hit the stalemate. This quick gain, this quick lead that Liquid were gaining, it's absolutely leveled off now, and starting to swing back in Chimera's favor. So now sort of, you look towards Liquid, see what's their next move, what's their next item.
I don't know if they're waiting for an item. I think it's just a good fight jump. If Nisha and Saberlight are on the same fight, and Nisha's able to hit the guy that gets arena,
sure,
I think they just win the fight. They won a lot of different engagements, kind of just playing off the arena. The last few ones, I feel like it's been disconnected. Either it's, Boxy jumping in alone, or Saberlight kind of getting gone on. I think those two need to be in the fight for at least 10-15 seconds.
Okay, as the Remnants at the ready. Of course, needs to continue to do so. There's all the slows and such in play.
No.
But for the most part, as long as he has that, should be fine, as you mentioned earlier. Just they don't have crazy amounts of lockdown. Even with the buffed up ice path, he should be able to live most of the time, unless he overextends. Yeah,
it's a free Ember game. I don't know if there's no one really going catch items from either. Lornov's going for Sanjay Yasha. I think it's Butterfly BKB on Morph. Yep, Butterfly. Yeah. Kind of, it's all on 1J and maybe TA2000 to get a chain on it. Now, about a 1k gold lead for Liquid. Kind of this whole advantage. They've lost about 5k gold.
Yeah, it's gone. Now, the way Chimera have stabilized this game has been very impressive. I feel like it all kind of started around 1J's smooth moves up on that top corner.
Yep.
That was the beginning of the turnaround here. The flashy plays here from Jakiro.
Tumbler Toy's back. It's a good item. Just leading to random jukes like that, you maybe go up a high ground they weren't expecting. A few of the old neutral items were added back. They added a lot actually. Essence Ring, Brigand's Blade, Tumbler Toy. The good old days.
Minotaur Horn.
Yep.
And what else has come back?
Spider
Legs.
That's it.
Yeah.
Ogre was in the Ogre was in the
They're hitting the high ground here, Chimera. 27 minutes in. The Aegis, of course, timed out, but they don't care that they don't have it.
Hey, if Nisha's here, he can defend. Still half the tower. Without really having to commit any resources. Spooky stuff for Liquid. I'm not sure how their lineup kind of scales into Chimera. Because, again, their single target damage is just sniper endgame. I think Boxy can maybe scale into this late game position, but it's not really happening. He's not getting these kills. He doesn't even have a BKB yet, so maybe with the BKB he can. But yeah, I don't know. TA2000 and Lornov might end up being too strong. If they keep playing like this for the next 4 or 5 minutes, they're going to get to their late game point.
Oh, let's see what Liquid can do here. They want to try and make a play around the silver edge that Nisha's just picked up. Saberlight can get in with a good arena. And if Nisha can find his positioning without the threat being jumped by Chimera, they should have a chance. They're going to stick to Huck mid. Not really what Saberlight wants to go for there.
They removed break from silver edge, or it still breaks, right?
Yeah, I think so, right? They just added also break to Kanda, right?
Okay, yeah. It still just break.
So they just got, you've got kind of more options.
Mm-hmm.
Of how you want.
You basically have like a right clicker option and a spellcaster option with Kanda. I like it.
And McKay's nearly got the Radiance. So they'll nearly have that extra bit of damage to be pumping out in the fight. I feel like, though, the Radiance damage, some of these... is the Radiance going to be that scary for the cause of Chimera? Do they care that much about the burn damage in these fights?
Not really.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Morph is kind of chilling. Huskar's chilling, right? It's not going to be the damage that pushes him over the edge.
It's not a 13-minute radiance, so it's not going to have this early game prowess that it usually does. I think it's more of a farming tool.
Okay. But that's coming in on, 30 minutes on the clock.
Definitely. I understand why he's getting it.
Yep.
It's going to do a lot of damage in the fights because Ember ends up being in your face a lot more than you would expect.
Sure.
But again, it's not...
Because I guess with the way that the game's played out as well, Mickey could have probably got away with getting the Radiance before the Manta. And then at this point, you'd have more net worth.
Yes. He would have Manta, he would have another maybe 1,000, 2,000 gold, actually scaling to his third item, which... I don't know.
Let's have a look here. Loronoff, he's just straight in. He's going to be able to find his way over towards the backlines, looking for Nisha. Nisha on the retreat. Will get out of there with the invis. Boxy stands his ground, turns towards Loronoff. They get the arena down, spearing on towards Loronoff. They're going to break it onto Dahak. They're trying to kill the Bristol. Don't get him. The Bristol to fall. It's cost him Saberlight's life. Loronoff able to get out, dodges the assassinate. So 1 for 1 here. The off lane is trading their lives.
Wow. That's... I mean, watching these fights, it's like so close. I think Nisha like gets gone at the start of the fight. He's able to kite out, but I don't know.
You're doing very well. I'm very proud
who the game is favoring. I don't really know. I feel like the game is so even that it's a lot on the, probably next Roche for a major objective.
Sure. I feel like the concern for Liquid is that if Nisha dies in these fights, I think they're going to struggle to have the damage.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if this sniper gets jumped, killing the Morph and the Huskar with the rest of the heroes, it's going to be very, very difficult.
Yep.
So the kind of the composition's much more glass cannon in the setup from Liquid, and that they need Nisha alive. Whereas with Chimera, you kill the Bristle, you kill the Morph, you kill one of these, the other two are going to be able to do a lot more damage cleaning up the rest of your team. So whilst the numbers are close, Liquid have to be much more particular about how they position themselves in this fight and keep Nisha safe.
Yeah. Because, again, if you go back to the draft, Mickey sacrifices his game for Nisha. To give him the sniper, to give him this last pick versus Huskar, give him a good game. And Mickey's performing. Third in net worth, I think he's 6-1-3. He's kind of everything you can ask for from a Ember, but now hopefully he doesn't die here.
And the other side, son of the Mantas that ready as well with the Remnant. Same time in the mid, the jump was made. They're able to kill off Dahak in the arena. So they can go for more. Dispose on a 1J. They get a couple of kills, Liquid with the quick grabbing around the mid. TH2000 not able to punish either of them. They're still watching TH2000. Maybe Liquid considering if they can go for more. Sablelight's going to try with the blind spear. Doesn't get the connection. TH2000 has got back up by Panto and Loronoff are here. Mickey's going to go straight for Panto. Loronoff moves in, pots the BKB, jumps in on towards Saberlight. They'll kill off the Mars.
Two buybacks.
Yeah, 2 of them. As Chimera really want to try and keep this fight going, but the Moonlight Shadow's out. Liquid, they're on the retreat. They're not going to be able to catch anyone with these buybacks. That's an expensive one. They're coming out from Dahak.
Yeah, is that for Roche? I guess.
Actually, if they get the Roche, then it's worth.
Yeah, but I don't even think it's a free Roche or sniper. I don't understand what these buybacks were.
It's got to be for the Roche, as you say.
Yeah, I guess.
They take it pretty quickly with the Morph, and there's no Mars for 20 seconds. And Mars is a key part of Liquid's fight.
Sure.
You know, starting the action.
All right, Insania.
Let's have a look.
Goes in.
Man, Mickey might be able to time a steal.
Yeah, Nisha can go in.
They're trying to finish it. They're going to jump Nisha. Straight away, they go for Nisha. TH2000 Loronoff coordinate their move over towards the sniper.
He's alive.
Jump away with the smoke grenade. TH2000 is going to continue to chase him, but indeed he doesn't see him. Nisha's away with the invis. They did manage to finish the Roche, get the Aegis picked up on Dahak. So Chimera, they got what they wanted, but they didn't get Nisha. They didn't get everything that they wanted. Yep. Nisha, just a little bit too elusive. Has the Shard, has the Silver Edge, has the Hurricane Pike. So 3 ways to jump out of the fight. And did so just in time. I mean, you saw Chimera. The goal is very clear. Loronoff and TH2000 immediately go for Nisha.
Yeah, it gets scary with the Incendiary facet for Huskar. You know, you get hit 2-3 times, you're getting burned by a percentage. Also, the funny enough, so Dahak actually had to take the Aegis because basically it was burning and it was dying, and both his cores like completely ran out of the pit. They're not even get the Aegis, and that is actually a really big deal. The fact that it's on Dahak and it's not on Loronoff or TA2000. Again, I guess you could say, oh, it's fine because Dahak used buyback.
That's the thing, right? Yeah.
So it's not technically the worst.
It's not too bittersweet.
Yeah, it is bad though. I would say just in terms of his impact in the fight. If he dies once, he's probably gonna just die a second time because usually he's gonna die last. And And he's not going to win the fight without TA2000 or Lornov. Full stop.
Now you can see Nisha. Next up, BKB. He just has to live.
Yeah.
He has to have all these items to keep him alive.
I think even... I'd want to say Tanic. I just find it... Maybe
just sort of stand your ground.
You just need to be able to heal through these Huskar Burning Spears. I guess he does have Marcy. Marcy still gives life still, right? Yeah. I don't even know anymore. Marcy's
Yeah, it does right with the bodyguard, right?
It does, yeah.
6 seconds ally gains 75% of the lifesteal bonus, which is 30%. So, bottom, they've got the taunt control and the root follow-up there. TH2000 using the powers of the Ember Spirit against Mickey. And that's Lornov getting the last touch. Ends the streak. That's a lot of money going to Lornov on the Huskar, killing off Mickey there.
Yeah, almost 1,000 gold. So is what? He managed off the silence and got
chained.
Yeah. It's Ember versus Morph matchup. It's hard.
TH2000 with a lot of money as well. Very close to having the Skadi. On top of the Manta, Butterfly BKB. Again, it's close on the numbers. And Liquid, they have the advantage in kills. But these fights, they just do seem that little bit tougher for Liquid and how they have to out-execute Chimera.
I definitely like Chimera's kind of standing in the game right now.
Yeah. Especially considering how much of a struggle they had in the opening to this one. They really did their best to recover, and it's looking very good. When you see a team be able to pick themselves up from that sort of slow start with a mid laner who didn't get to play mid at all with the counter picks against him, Lornov had to hit the jungle.
He just jungled. Level, I think, 4 he jungled.
Yeah, and now like you look at the top 4 net worth, the two, the Huskar, the Morph, they're up their level with Nisha Sniper, and it's Mickey that is falling a little bit behind out of the top 4 cores.
Yeah, it's hard to ask a lot of this Ember. I think he's already kind of performed higher expectations
absolutely
than going into the game.
Yeah, considering the change up they had to do.
Being 7-2 and 3, he's still farmed. Sure, he's not as farmed as the other 3 cores in the game, but he's not a liability. And I think when you do lane swaps, if you have no liabilities after the lane swaps, it's fine. I'm just curious on how Nisha has to play these fights. It almost feels like he literally can't show up in the fight until he sees...
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, BKB.
Was that just... That was just for fun, right? He was just testing?
Yeah, it was... Yeah.
Okay. It works. Thank you, Doc.
I don't even know what he's trying to... Maybe he's trying to press the soul ring. He's just swapped out. But it happens. Press the wrong buttons. BKB sometimes gets used a little unnecessary.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he was worried about a bug or something. That BKB wouldn't go off.
Yeah, test the hotkeys out.
You gotta fix it.
Happens.
Gotta beta test your own BKB.
Mickey should have the full Shivas ready for the next fight. It's going to be, of course, very, very nice against the Morph and the Huskar.
I'm looking at MKB for Nisha as their next big timing. Right. He has it soon, about like 700 gold-ish.
Saberlight.
Oh.
Doesn't want to full commit onto Hawk.
He still has ages in the Hawk. You kind of wait it out. I look at Saberlight's items. His game feels so bad compared to the game state of the other cores. Just blink BKB Vlads. Even the Hawk, I think, is stronger.
Yeah, because they have about a similar amount of net worth, but in these states, you'd rather take the Bristol over the Mars. Yeah.
Definitely. I think it's a combination of a few things. Bristol can get gone on. Mars doesn't really want to, so he can press Arena. And then I just think Saberlight's not tanky. Mouse? Headset?
Headset.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's see what we get from this. Liquid, out on the hunt. They have the MKB on Nisha. Shiva's guard on Mickey, so they have this next round of big items for their 2 cores. Could be cooking up a good team fight here. If Saberlight can get the opening and if they can just keep Nisha in a safe spot. That's all it really takes. Just they have to do everything to make sure Nisha cannot get jumped.
1 minute. I'm trying to think of the Liquid fight. How does this play out? So Ember has to poke without getting caught.
Yeah, I feel like you have to jump either the Morphling or the Huskar, right? You've got to get one of these two. You can't let these two play the edge of the fight and get the chance to just go straight for your sniper. One of those has to get caught.
Yep. I think so. You have Ember. He pokes a fight.
Yep.
Gets a slight change. Maybe you arrow follow up. But realistically, I think the best is you bait CHIMERA into this really deep dive on you, and then you turn. I think just walking into where CHIMERA's standing is not really going to pay off. That's just what I'm worried about. It's so much damage.
Nisha. So it's risky when you see the sniper walking at the front.
There's no BKB on Bristle, right? Oh, no, he has it. Okay.
Back up, ready to press. I think you can sort of feel from Liquid exactly what you say. You know, they made this move, but they did, as soon as they know that CHIMERA is set up as a unit, they just can't really walk in like this. And now CHIMERA, they're going to look for the strike back. But this could play into Liquid's hand, right? If Liquid are able to kind of bait out a move from CHIMERA first, it doesn't go onto their sniper, maybe they can turn that into something.
Yeah. Even though now they're down a bit of gold, I still think if Nisha's not hit in the fight, he can peep him off.
Sure. Yeah, MKB, Mionit, you know, that's nothing to laugh at.
It's really high
a lot of damage.
Yes. It is, I don't know. It's hard to pump out the damage when you're the only core. And effectively, Lorinov or TA2000, even if only one of them do, they can just, they have both have mobility spells to jump Nisha in the backline. So it's so hard for him to find a completely safe spot. Maybe he gets caught running it by like the Hawk. The Hawk's running him. He has no BKB. It's not an easy sniper game.
Yeah, it's just all three cores can and will look to get in the face of the sniper.
So 1 minute for Roche to start spawning.
CHIMERA should be able to clean up the tier 2 top.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Maybe they'll just push to the high ground, see what sort of reaction they get from Liquid. Try and force them back.
Radiant's top tower is fallen.
Especially if the Huskar isn't shown in a minute or two.
Dire's bottom tower is
Liquid's
under
just going to expect that. Oh no, Insania.
Careful, Insania. It's a lot of damage from Mr. TA2000 on the morph.
Radiant structure.
The fortification out. And he'll be back in time before any sort of catch comes in from Saberlight. CHIMERA. Gonna have TA2000, of course, also going for a blink as well. Just increasing
more
their
jump.
chance to just jump this sniper and make Nisha's life hell in the team fight.
I do like how Liquid kind of recognizes the mistakes. I don't want to say mistakes, but the holes in their draft, and both Insania and Saberlight have Hex queued up. Good pick off.
Dire's bottom tower
If Roche is an early spawn,
I mean, CHIMERA can still fight this. They're just straight in, they get the jump on a sniper. Nisha's dead immediately.
No
the
buyback.
arena's down, but it doesn't really matter. TA2000 is still going to get the freedom to look towards Box. He's able to jump away with Insania. Panto with this buyback coming in from the side. But the impetus is flying over towards Insania. Saberlight gets left behind. They've got the vision. They get the catch on him. I mean, this is just all it takes, right? Just one jump. The sniper's dead. And then without Nisha, they just don't have that consistent output of damage for a team fight.
yeah, again, this is effectively just a 4-protect-1. Everything about Nisha mid has to carry the game, and I think they might have made a couple, like, too many mistakes. It got to this late game. Huskar more?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
It's hard.
Radiant's middle
I mean, you're definitely seeing with a performance like this why CHIMERA will just pick that Huskar first pick in response to, especially if you're picking a mid laner, they want to try and bully out of that mid position. Top Panther will die. It's a dieback. But of course, the damage is being done to the base of Liquid. And now, change from TA2000 out to two of them. Saberlight, he feels pressure to buy back. Boxy jumps out of there.
It is mega creeps.
Radiant structure.
Fortification's there. There's still a little bit of a chance to hold on to that final set of barracks.
There's no sniper. 20 seconds.
And TA2000 is just in, picking up more kills. It's a dieback on Saberlight. Liquid looking like they don't have any options left in this game. As the mega creeps are out. They get the arrow connection onto TA2000, but the Ice Path catches Mickey. Lorinov in with the taunt, controlling the Ember Spirit. He'll get the Sleight of Fist off. The Remnant, he didn't have one pre-prepared, so Mickey's gone.
He has buyback. CHIMERA's out. Playing very safe. I guess Mickey gets a save. Oh no, he's in.
Lorinov, he's ready to keep
Oh
going.
wait, this is Nisha again.
Just find Nisha outside of the base. Dead once more without buyback. The buyback comes out from Mickey. Can they even kill the support? Maybe they get 1J. They'll get the Jakira. Can they get the Huck? That's a little bit of a tougher ordeal. He's got the BKB. Lorinov, he's back in again. Jumps over towards Insania. Insania is able to leap away. Can they finish Lorinov? They can. Okay. A little bit of a double kill for Mickey. He did have to buy back for this.
A little bit of trolling from Lorinov. Didn't he go in by himself?
He did, because I believe what BKB TP was being pressed by Dahak, and Lorinov was like, I'm going in.
Okay.
All right. Liquid. Okay. It's going to be okay for now. Of course, you can always trust Liquid to make it a little more exciting when the Mega Creeps are out against them. You know, they won't just kind of lie down and let the Ancient fall. They'll fight to the bitter end. But against Mega Creeps, can this Liquid lineup doing? Whatever they've done, they have bought time that Nisha,
yes.
He is going to get to play. Again, 30 seconds, he'll be up.
Is he able to play, though? I think every fight, Huskar's just going to jump in with an Ags, has BKB. I don't see... Nisha needs BKB, he needs... I like the Lincolns he has queued up. Maybe he's able to, you know, you block the Huskar ult. I'm a bit worried for Liquid. I guess, you know, it's fair. They're mega'd. I don't know how much confidence you can have in them. But CHIMERA looking good.
Yeah, this has been a really impressive game from them. Again, just considering the way that everything sort of transpired from the start, yeah.
Again, so for context, it's very first pick out of the draft, Ember.
Yep.
And then CHIMERA 9-pick Huskar. So Liquid used their later picks in the draft to put Ember safe lane and pick Sniper mid, because Sniper is supposed to be very good versus the Huskar. Huskar just jungles. I think level 4, level 5.
Yeah, he did.
Literally jungles for 15 minutes straight. Got his items, made a couple moves, and he's just a Dota hero. Nothing too special. He's
going to find Boxy. Nisha's going to hide in the trees, go for the TP out. They didn't see him. Nisha will live. Saberlight.
Spear back.
To get the connection onto Panto, they'll have to buy back as well coming in from Boxy. Panto jumps out on the side. The arena's been dropped down. Panto, he's getting out of this. Is he going to live? No, he will fall. They get the Enchantress, but Nisha is in trouble. TH2000 goes straight for him. Nisha's able to bounce him back with a smoke grenade, but Mickey gets caught by the life break of Lorinov. Mickey's out for 2 minutes. No further buybacks available for him for now. Lorinov gets Boxy as well. Saberlight to fall. Insania trying to get back towards the fountain, but TH2000, he's ready to start diving as they kill off Insania. Dive in to kill off Nisha. GG is called. This game is over. CHIMERA will take game 1, Gunnar.
Okay. I don't really know my feelings kind of on the game. It feels kind of
between Team Liquid and CHIMERA Esports. I'm only Pixel with Gunnar, and yeah, we're gonna see if Liquid can bring it back after that game 1, because game 1, a little bit of a rough one for them, Gunnar, on the sort of the way that the draft ended up and the way the play ended up. This time around, a bit more even on the footing here across the board.
A bit more even, yeah. I think if they have the same lead, because the early game was good.
Yep.
For the record, Liquid is up 6k gold. I think everything was going pretty good for them. And I think this is the type of draft and game where if they're up the same amount, that they're in a way better position to win the game. I don't think it's the same outdraft. I don't want to say outdraft, just, you know, it's not all on one player anymore. It's not all on Nisha, it's not all on Mickey, it's not all on Saberlight. All the cores can pull their own weight, which is the easiest way to win Dota. Something I do want to mention that's really interesting is there's a Night Stalker, and he has the nighttime facet. So I believe that makes Tormentor go top at 15 minutes instead of being bot. So, you know, maybe it's going to mess with the players.
Well, let's see if CHIMERA finds first blood action. They're coming in with the smoke, looking for the wraparound here into Liquid's jungle.
It is nighttime. They see Mickey.
And he doesn't see
How do they get him? What's the plan here, guys?
Yeah, he's going to be fine with Shakira. Oh, no, okay, Sentry and a Frostbite.
It's over if he gets galed. Oh, wait, he's
going to be fine. He's going to be fine.
Oh, they're going to try to kill the whole wave.
I mean, they can do so, right? They've got the damage with the 3 of them. All right, so the first wave's going to be pushed under the tower. We'll see what that means for the situation from Mickey in the safe lane.
Oh, I think Wenji's jungling. Like, full stop.
Oh, is he on the Venom?
Yeah, he TP's back to base. He has the, Orbit Blight and a Bassi.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Dahak is just solo.
How's that going to go for Dahak? He can deal with this?
If he's able to pull, I don't think Jakiro's like crazy at stopping him. It depends on how much Mickey wants to mess with him. Like if Dahak can get this pull off bot behind his tower, I think that I think he's gonna be fine. He can solve this.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to drag this wave. They couldn't kill him. Top Boxy, gonna have to TP out. So he'll be okay. Heads back to the tier 2. All right, so yeah, 1J, yeah, he's going to get completely uncontested farm, right? Because
yeah, no one will run at him.
But Dahaki, yeah, can anybody afford to go into the jungle? And
not really. I think if Boxy goes in, he's just going to die.
Yep.
Jakiro's, again, if you leave Night Stalker 1v1 versus Weaver, he'll free farm. So Insania's probably going to be stuck here. And Weaver jungle, or Venom jungle, actually is super fast. Oh no, Panto.
They'll get him. But as we saw last game, the supports of Chimera did die quite a bit. It didn't end up mattering.
I believe it was 10 each.
I think Panto died like 4 times in the first 7 minutes. It didn't matter.
Okay, so Liquid might also kind of know about this jungle. So they already have this ward set up right on 1J, so they see him, they know he's jungling. But again, I don't think they really are choosing contest him. And look, he's farmed 4 camps in a minute. As, you know, so basically a level 1 Venom.
Because just to clarify, obviously, we knew Venom jungle very strong last patch. Did anything change this patch? Or anything outside of the Venom as well in terms of map and position of the camps and such that has made this better or worse?
I think there's more camps now with these, like, water camps. I haven't actually done the whole, like, math and research on, because I don't know how much the frog camps are worth. There's a graphic on Reddit I saw that I haven't really... I like saved it, but it looks good. I think there's nothing wrong with the last patch.
Yeah.
I think the other thing you can maybe talk about is just the new side lanes, rather giving like Night Stalker the ability to have these 1v2 lanes. But look at the net worth. If you look at the net worth right now, he's top net worth in the entire game.
I've been looking already.
As a Venom jungle.
It's like, it feels like it's a little too good.
Yeah.
You could have Venom just hit the jungle and do this. I mean, again, as I said, we did see signs of this in the last patch. Yeah, especially if you're able to set it up like this, right? Sure, Dahak on the bottom lane, he's not getting easy CS, but he's not dying. He's getting XP. And do you think overall as a team you take this sort of trade to have this boosted up Venom in the jungle?
Definitely if they're able to kind of get him good items and get him impact in the game. Sure. It looks like he's rushing an Orchid. Yep. Which super good Orchid game, Quab and Weaver. Again, also genuinely the Venom jungles farm as fast as the mid laners.
Oh, they do.
If you look at even XP, he's ahead in XP of Lorinov right now. And Nisha. He's the highest XP in the entire game. Wait, did Panto... Why did he TP mid? Did he TP mid just to D-ward?
I think did he bring the sentry in?
Yes. It's so awkward because it's like you see the sub TP and you're like, oh, he's gonna bottle fill, but
not anymore.
They can't. All right, they're gonna rune control. Nisha, I mean, there's a Psycho World where he blinks in the last second and tries to get the rune.
He's always gonna do it.
Oh, okay. He did it.
Does he get away with this? Oh, he's trying to live, but he won't.
No.
All right, I mean, we're in that Psycho world, as you said.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Would you have gone for that?
No.
I would have. So I can respect that. I would have blinked in every time. Hell yeah. But yeah, it didn't work out for Nisha.
Yeah, that was... I mean, he knows that the subs are on the top rune, that his only chance of contesting the bot rune.
Sure.
It's just risky. Because the other thing is, that was close. He could have lived there maybe if, maybe a spell was missed or he was able to bottle at a better timing. But that's if he picks up the water rune. If he misses, if he gets outclicked on the water rune,
it's an all-in play.
It's not even close.
It's an all-in play.
And yeah, look at the net worth. Veno top. The Queen of Pain is just barely above Night Stalker.
I mean, yeah, 1J's got 50 CS at 5 minutes in. Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck to any of you queuing up for a game after this one. Because there's going to be a few Venom junglers in your matches. I will warn you after seeing this already. But regardless how the rest of the game goes, for people that want to do some Venom jungle, this 5 minutes, that's enough for them. They're queuing up right now. It doesn't matter if Venom wins or loses this game. They're like, look at this guy. He's level 6. 5.5 minutes in. He's getting free farm. He's chilling out. He's probably got the music blasting. Well, he probably hasn't because I don't think they're allowed to whilst they're playing these games. But this is the chillest thing.
He's probably listening to music, just
in his imagining.
Head. Yeah, he's
like
imagining
he is
music.
laid back, chilled out. Everybody wants to be this guy, this 1J on the Venom jungle.
Look, he's ganking Saberlight.
Yep, easy gank.
The blood grenade. Oh no.
That Saberlight dead.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Panto,
But again, it doesn't matter. Panto's dead.
Panto loves dying, right?
It's part of the plan. We saw last game, both supports died 10 times. I don't even know if that's going to happen this time, because 1J, I don't know if
I don't think he's going to die.
He's not going to die 10 times after a start like this in the jungle on his Venom.
So the other big thing is neutral items. You start being able to get the mad stones.
Yeah, he's going to get
5 minutes.
super quick for the team.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the last patch it was 7 minutes to start getting a chance, and it was kind of more of a. It was like a chance to drop it, so it'd be like in bursts, right? If you compare it to these mad stones. But now his whole team is probably going to have neutral items at this like 6 minutes.
Yeah. They're going to have them
Yeah,
so
they already
quick.
have 3. And CM has hers. Dahak will get his after this next camp.
No, yeah, this is the Mad Stones.
They're literally full neutral item before 7 minutes.
This is buffed Veno jungle.
It actually
because you
buffed
actually just
Veno
clean
jungle.
up, get these extra stones that are going to be spilt over to the rest of your
Yep,
teammates.
they have 5 neutral items. If you compare it to Radiant,
Yep, how many are they?
they have 7 total mad stones. They don't even, and it's 4 on the Beastmaster, 3 on the Queen of Pain.
And how many total do you need?
If you want the whole team, it's 25.
25.
XP rune.
And again,
Go to Dahak.
the only trade-off
Insane
is
is dead.
that Dahak hasn't had a great time, but he's not had a bad time.
Ooh, nice deny.
Okay, deny there. Very nicely done by Mickey.
Yep. Basically, the trade again. There's a trade-off, right?
Sure.
So, Dota's kind of evolved into this state of 2-on-2. You always have 2 people top, 1 guy mid, 2 people bot. And so Dahak is left into a 1v2, and his game is bad. Like we're not gonna sugarcoat it. Gold-wise, he has barely any CS. He's about what 1,000 gold behind the Weaver. XP-wise, though, it's kind of fine.
It's okay.
He's
right?
5.
Yeah.
He's level 5. But again, like usually the comparison is when you're watching replays, you think of the lane as a whole. So you look at the support's net worth and the core's net worth. And so if we're gonna consider Veno as laning bot lane they have almost 6,000 gold, and Radiant's at like 4K. So you just combine the Veno and the Night Stalker. They're doing great.
Got the Frostbite into the Vortex drag
Oh,
back.
no.
They just kill Nisha straight up. He
And they might
doesn't
get
get the
a
chance
sting.
to jump away. I mean, Lauren's going to be fine. Maybe 1J dies. They'll drop
I
the
don't
roar.
know. Saberlight might go down.
Yeah, he just might. They're going to
he
jump
went
with the
in.
rebound, but indeed Saberlight does. 1J finally falls, but they've killed 3 heroes here, Chimera. They might just get Boxy as well.
They're gonna get him.
Under the tower, they get 4. Oh,
4.
4.
4.
There we go. 4 for 1. Chimera. With this jungle Veno strat, they are doing it better than I've ever seen.
All right, also super cool. He went Ripper's Lash on the Veno. And so every single ward is getting 4 additional damage on the targets that get hit by that.
It is.
So actually does a lot of damage in these fights. Oh no, guys, my pubs.
I mean, unironically,
It looks good.
It is good.
It looks good.
And it's great if you just have decided when you queue up for a game that you don't like your offlaner.
Yes.
Just screw him. Go jungle.
Or you party queue and it's your friend, and you can trust him to not
Sure, yeah, do this in controlled
environments.
Yes. Make sure your offlaner is okay with this before you do this at home.
You think Dahak was okay with this, or was kind of a 1J just a... They like picked it as a Veno 4, and he's like, yeah, we're going to do really good in the lane. We're going to cut the first wave, then pull the second. Also, by the way, when they cut the wave, 1J got all 4 CS. I don't know if that was
he
intentional,
actually getting
but
the
he
last
got all
hits
4
on that?
last hits on the cut.
Yeah.
And so he probably got the last hits, looked at his goal, was like, ooh.
Nah,
I could jungle.
Dahak, he strikes me as the kind of guy who likes to challenge. You know,
Yeah.
he's like, he's telling him to get out of it.
You think he wishes he was back
like,
in 2014?
I'm going to do this solo against 1v2.
Yep.
He was ready to do it 1v3 if Liquid wanted to pull out a trial from nowhere. He weren't scared of anything, Dahak. So he was like, bro, you go to the jungle. I don't want to see you in my lane.
You think he kicked him out of the lane?
He kicked him out.
He just was like, I don't want to see a Veno.
I want to do a solo lane. He wants to challenge Dahak. He's like, game 1, that was too easy. I want more of a challenge this time. 1J, hit the jungle.
I don't even know if there will be a game 3 for a harder challenge.
It's looking pretty good so far for them. In the mid, Boxy, and he's pretty dead. Can they do anything to take anything in response here, Liquid? I don't think so. Insanius, he's just dead as well. It's TA2000 moves in. They look over towards Mickey. Mickey has to Shikuchi out of this. See Nisha. It's caught by the silence. The hack will fall. I mean, they're buying back here, trying to turn the fight. Saberlight did use the roar, but he ends up dying. I mean, Mickey will get a bit of a cleanup as he chases down Panto with the Shikuchi. I say that, Panto's making them work for it. Slowly, but surely they'll get it.
Sure
So Liquid, they do get some cleanup.
Yes.
They get the triple kill here for Mickey. Very much needed. Did have to just use the one buyback there on Insania to try and turn the tides of that fight. As you can see on the numbers, change, nothing too crazy. Kind of keeps things as they were. But at the least, definitely gets a good amount of XP for Mickey. And a lot of the gold shifted onto the Weaver, as they do need Mickey to be able to pull through and carry this one.
Yeah, and again, the scary thing is 1J's approaching the Orchid.
Okay.
So he's about 1,000 gold off from having an Orchid. He has no roar.
He does have no roar. Has he got? And with all the TPs previously to the
mid lane,
there's no backup.
Big zip from Lornov.
Yeah, Saberlight's gone again. Dead once more. That Aghanim's going to be slowed down that little bit extra.
Okay. Panto didn't go the cool mana facet. He went the barrier. And so he did actually max Crystal Nova. I was curious if people would start doing this because it gives now a barrier to everyone inside the circle on your team.
Panto should be dead, but again, if we still
Look at
last
the barrier.
game.
Okay.
The aim is 10 deaths. I think that's what he ended up on last time, right?
He's already halfway there. He's
halfway to
doing
victory.
so good. And the other thing is, so basically TA2000's kind of had free farm. He's rushing the Radiance, not going for the Armlet. So his timings are good. Lornov also top net worth in the game. Other thing, Storm Spirit kind of has the remnants of the very old Bloodstone, where he has this like stacking mana regen every time you get a kill. The Galvanized stacks. He's at 12. With 12 minutes in the game, he's gotten basically a Galvanized stack every minute. And yeah, I'd be scared if I was Liquid right now.
We'll see what Liquid's plan is. In terms of the timings, well, Mickey is very close to the Maelstrom. Top of the Falcon Blade treads. Saberlight, still about 1,500 gold before he has the Aghanims complete. And Nisha, 700 away from the Dagon.
Yep. He did go for the full treads. Some of the other Queen of Pains will go just no boots at all into Dagon or brown boots into Dagon. I think in this game with all the fighting that's kind of been happening, it made sense for him to go treads. Also, if you're going points in Shadow Strike, I think you'd rather go treads just to keep this early game aggression.
So now that this Orchid's going to be on the way out, yeah, he's already got the smoke picked up as well, immediate from 1J. This is going to be quite the hit that...
Yeah,
Liquid, someone's dying to this.
They really want a core. I think any of the 3 cores are good. Insania would, you know, it's fine, but you really want to dodge it.
They for sure want something bigger. Head into the jungle. They might just find Nisha.
Oh, he's got... The ward might expire just as the smoke pops.
They're not going to see him.
Yeah, the ward just expired. They're going for Mickey, though.
Mickey's playing careful. I think he knows with as many that are off the map right now, there's something fishy's going on.
Oh, he's going for the ancient farm. The Hawk is going to see him with night vision?
They've got him with the silence.
He's dead.
Quick and easy kill there off the back of the reveal of 1J's Orchid.
And now, what do you do for Nisha and Mickey knowing there's an Orchid? It's hard. Ooh, Mickey has a BKB queued up instantly. That is... I mean, I don't think it's the wrong choice. You're versus
You'd rather take
AoE.
that than the man... Oh, because of the silence of the...
Yeah.
You can't go for the man to build for the Dispel.
No, it just feels bad though, right? For a Weaver carry to go second item BKB?
I mean, could you not get away with a Hurricane Pike? Just to try and create the distance? Was that not going to save you against the Storm? Because he'll just gap close.
You can. That's like the risky, greedy, you know, outplay build. Sure. Like, I'm going to win this by having better positioning, clicking my buttons better, playing with my team. BKB is more of the safer play, but I see worlds that he's just not going to do damage. The Weaver's damage is a lot about showing up early to fights, like early in the game, and then having more items because you got kills. And so when you kind of have to delay that because of BKB, he starts falling off a bit. And there's also a Radiance, so they have so much ways like to reduce the damage that Mickey's doing. You got the shield from Crystal Nova on Panto. He's about to have his Solar Crest finished. And then you just have Lifestealer Radiance, you have Lifestealer with the Infest.
They'll get themselves to Torment.
This is a win though. About 3,000 gold. Oh my... Okay, that was actually really sick. So, I think CHIMERA was expecting it to be top because of the Night Stalker facet. But the night times are like 15 seconds longer. So the night time went to 15:15. And that's why the Tormentor was bought.
I guess they just did not imagine Liquid to be able to do it that quickly and be that on the ball with it. But they were. Saberlight, though, back in action top, does get caught.
That is sick by Liquid, though. It's a really sick read to know. We have a 15-second window that CHIMERA is not going to expect us to take this Tormentor. And they did it. And that's a huge win. Because, again, if that's about 3,000 gold swing, if CHIMERA got that, they're up 10k gold at the 60-minute mark. Now it's at 3k. and it feels more manageable. You can play with a 3K gold
Top tower is
deficit.
under attack.
Still, Chimera
Worthy
in control of the game.
Radiant's top tower. is
1J,
under
where's he going
attack.
next after the Orchid? He's just going to start what building?
Solar
The Glimmer
Crest.
into the mech.
Yep. Solar Crest first.
Oh, Solar Crest first, yeah.
It's a lot of physical damage.
Yep.
Between Weaver and Marcy.
Ooh, taking a bit of the Ancients away from Liquid here, TA2000.
Yep. Taking it all. That was stacked too. That was a 3-stack. Saberlight. He's still going to finish Ags off these camps to the left of the wave, but
Sure. He's not going to have anything to clear with them, though, when he has
Yeah.
the Ags. Like, in terms of just entering into fights, it's going to be difficult with the drums. Because they can just kill Saberlight.
yeah, he can't play the game.
So, like, and yeah, with the farm gone, getting the chance to get that next time online on top of the Ags, it's not going to be anything quick. Because Chimera taking control of this whole area that Beastmaster normally wants to live in.
I love the Hawks build.
Dire's
Glimmer
bottom
Cape,
tower
Lotus Orb.
is under attack.
He is the utility Night Stalker that everyone's been asking for. And honestly, Liquid has been doing pretty good at not getting caught off by this Orchid. Just the one time on Mickey, which was the reveal. And
Radiant's top tower. is
yeah,
under
I
attack.
think so far Liquid has kind of held their own
Saberlight.
with how hard of a game this is, but
They're going to go on him.
maybe that'll change right
He's
now.
got backup. The Ice Pod's going to get laid
Oh,
down.
no!
Taking Saberlight into the middle of the fight. All right, they do have the Sonic
Okay.
Wave. Saberlight will get the roar off, but he is dead. They didn't get anywhere close to killing TA2000. They went in on that Gunner, and
No
they
blink for
clearly
two?
intended to. But they're losing
frostbitten?
everybody. Nisha's dead. Mickey, he'll get the silence, take the Shukuchi off in
The
time.
Arcade on Lornov still.
Oh, he wants to dive this Lornov. He's still got mana to play with. Gets in onto Mickey. It's a team wipe.
Okay.
Is under attack.
Oh, that's not one for the highlight reel for Liquid.
I think couldn't they have just like jumped him out of the fight instead of
They
in?
could have. I guess they
So
just.
the frostbite's over. You can use it during stuns. I think if they just kite backwards with this towards the team.
Yeah, Boxy just felt that it was a chance to go. Nisha
Yeah.
obviously had the Sonic Wave. They did get the Macropire laid down, so I guess they just considered with the Macropire and the Sonic Wave, they could try
Yeah.
and force the fight. But that really wasn't to be. They lose everybody.
Yep, all for 0. They got nothing.
Nothing. Oh dear. Wow.
It's also an Arcaner and Storm you're fighting into. You see how much mana Lornov has?
And they saw that, right? They knew he had
they
an
knew
Arcane.
he had it.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's rough. It really,
Yeah.
this game, it's rough. Liquid weren't able to kind of fix things after they got out of control in game 1. It's going to be tough for them to try and find a way to fix things here in game 2 again. Now at this point.
Again, I want to kind of shout out 1J. I know we talked about it a lot, but I think just
He is
the Venom
chilling.
Jungler's had so much impact.
Yeah.
Just if you look at his net worth,
Yep.
again, he's in a lot of kills. He's 4-2-10. He's been in 14 kills. Well, mid.
Nisha should be fine.
I think they're okay. Lornov might be in danger if he's greedy.
Nah, he's good. He's still got mana. He's out. Maybe they'll lose Panto. I mean, Panto's still able to get his spells off. The Sonic Wave is there. They get the double this time for Nisha. Good kills. They're all kind of dying, though. Boxy's not going to get the chance to TP out.
So it's not roaring him.
So even here, when Liquid do find something, they still end up losing more. It's TA2000 cleaning up a double. And Liquid, they've got to get out of here.
It's so hard for Mickey to play.
And TA2000 can dive this.
Yep.
If Saberlight might have to just use roll.
It'll be enough. I was going to say, just the pressure of him farming on Veno. He's 3rd net worth in the game as a +4. Sure, you can say, okay, Night Stalker is a bad game. But even then, Night Stalker is still like just only a bit behind the Beastmaster. And he's buying these utility items. He's going Glimmer Cape. He's going Lotus. So he'll have an impact with or without net worth at
Absolutely.
this point. And Saberlight's going more of, a core. So you're basically comparing a core with a bad game to almost like the Hawk is a support.
Yeah. I can only imagine, like, from Chimera's point of view, with the farm that the Hawk has, there's at no point I don't think they were ever feeling like, oh no, our Night Stalker's doing really bad. Like,
Yeah.
it was all accepted. They knew this was going to happen. This is going to be sort of the Hawk's input into the game,
Yeah.
the setup, and making space for the Veno jungle. Like, so far, it just feels like everything has gone perfectly to plan for Chimera.
Yeah, even basically the one win Liquid got, which I want to say is that Tormentor.
Sure.
I don't think was enough. That was the one time they kind of outmaneuvered them on the map, and it was a 3K gold, swing for them. It's not translating into kills. It's not translating into objectives. They've got
Nisha.
one tower.
Ooh, he's out with the blink in time. Oh, I see that. Oof. He's going to be good.
Tumbler.
Insania also going to get out. Meanwhile, Panto, he's causing some issues for Saberlight. I mean, Saberlight, I think he headed over to see if he could try and take the Shrine of Wisdom. He could not. And Chimera ended up taking his life.
This is snowballing out of control.
Yeah, it's looking a bit all over the place for Liquid. We've seen them have a few games this tournament where they've just crumbled.
Yep. I think if you're Liquid, you can't fight the Sages.
Tier2000 is able to walk over and take their Shrine of Wisdom.
Oh no, it's right behind Nisha.
Okay.
All right, so they can't fight the Sages. There's 4 minutes, 4 whole minutes. I think they literally can't just walk into Chimera, and they're going to be split pushing. And, you know, Boxy's a victim of the split push.
Yeah, he's very dead. Just trying to find some farm somewhere on the map.
So then, okay, so what do? You just basically, their goal is to end the next 4 minutes with the score being 10-23. No kills, no deaths. But at the end of the 4 minutes, I'm trying to figure out how they take a real fight. Nisha's not having the explosive co-op games
they want one
that we've seen. Oh, I don't know. They can't get him.
Yeah, they're not getting him.
All right, what do they have to do? They have a lot of damage to Jakiro. And they have the BKB Roar.
I mean, Loronov's just able to go for this play underneath the tier 2. I mean, they just keep killing Liquid again and again and again.
Yep.
And Liquid unable to do anything to stop it.
The Hoxie Saberlight. He's telling his team, guys, Saberlight's going to walk into me.
He is on his own, though, Dahak.
I don't think Saberlight knows that he's getting stalked. All right, he's going to get his thing canceled.
Yep. Dahak not going to let him go through there. I mean, Dahak's kind of just doing it on his own.
Yeah.
And there was a Sonic Wave somewhere else. But Saberlight's
to cut
dead.
the creep wave.
Oh, it's just for the creeps?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Dahak. Goodbye. Without him just waving at Saberlight. Bye-bye.
Nisha's dead.
No, he's good, he's good. He's not good. There's Frostbite.
Yeah, he's not good.
He's definitely not good.
Definitely. A bit spicy.
Headset. Headset, yep. Headset. Bye. They're having some fun here on Chimera.
Yeah. I mean,
and some headset issues, of course, which I'm sure this was not
surely they would never be impossible.
This was some headset issues.
Of course.
I don't know, Liquid.
T2000 standing up.
Yeah, he's fixing it. It
has
actual headset issues.
A headset issue.
Actual headset issues. I think he's frozen. That is definitely. He is definitely frozen in position. Then maybe also webcam issues.
He's just holding that position.
That dude is not holding that position.
He's gonna play like this.
He's playing like this?
No, he can't play. He's staying up still. They have to.
Wait, what are we waiting for? What's going on? Oh, it's probably they've been checking.
It's probably the webcam.
We need the webcams fixed.
Oh, mouse.
It's professional players. What's wrong with all the gear?
Please re-enable your camera. It froze after the USB was plugged in.
It did indeed. There we go. Tier 2000 frozen in time. No.
Who exactly?
Panto, you're good. You're good, bro.
Tier 2000.
Tier 2000.
I think he's in.
Oh, here we go.
He called him out.
Resetting the camera. Oh, yeah, Panto.
We're waiting. We're holding.
His cam's all good. Just wait for Tier 2000 here.
1J's also good. Little cam check. Lorinov.
1J looked like he was almost falling asleep. He's like, well, this is the easiest game of my life as the jungle.
I mean, he's having a stellar performance.
Yep. There
also,
we go. Tier 2000 back on your screens.
We got it back.
Beautiful.
Also, Lorinov, 23 galvanized stacks is kind of insane.
Yeah.
So 7.2 more mana regen, also getting amplified by the Kaya Sange. Storm is one of the few heroes that kind of snowballs still in terms of like getting a bonus to just getting kills in addition to gold. Right? There's like Pudge with Flesh Heap, but I think the Storm one is one of the most impactful.
Okay, Lorinov. Showing that there ain't no place safe on the map right now. And Dahak, that's why he's waving his hand. It was a golden hand.
Yep.
The hand of Midas.
Ooh, okay.
It's out. Let's go. He's ready for some fun. That's what he was indicating there. A little bit of foreshadowing with the wave.
Yeah, okay, I'll be honest. I think there's no way this is good. I think he's doing it because in his mind the game is just easy.
Maybe we're just completely wrong on the read, and Dahak has just been furious this whole game because his support went jungle, and now he's like, I'm buying a Midas.
Yeah, I hate you guys.
I hate you guys. I've had to deal with this meadow jungle. You left me alone. I'm buying Midas.
You know, part of me I would say that's probably not true.
No, it's probably not. But if this was a pub, it might be.
Ooh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It would probably be instead of the Glimmer.
This would be pretty standard in a pub, right? If this guy goes jungle on Veno and he's crushing it, the team's crushing it, but the offlaner is still just mad.
Yes.
He's still, he won't accept that it's good and the team is winning, and the offlaner's like, all right, screw you guys.
I would rather lose than win with it.
There's definitely some players' mentality out there, but not Dahak's indeed.
Dahak,
he is having a great time.
Yep.
We saw it with the smiles and with the waves. He is loving this, and he's going to love this as well. As they find Nisha.
Okay.
Can he get
too
up?
easy.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It feels bad to play.
And they've got Mickey. Is there any way to save it? Okay, he's got the BKB. Yeah,
Get the
the
roar.
roar onto the Crystal Maiden. Stop the ult, maybe, but...
They did like half her health.
Yeah, won't kill him. And now...
He's walking through the macro.
Yeah, Laurenov's ready to dive the base. He's in. Mickey and Instania having a run. They get Mickey with another Vortex. He's dead. I don't know how much more of this Liquid want to endure. It's getting painful for them.
You know, maybe one more fight. Maybe
One
two.
more fight. One more.
3. A few more.
Now, got the replay here again. Where at this point, they will chase you to the fountain.
Yeah.
Laurenov will chase you right up to the fountain if required. Dahak's doing this one-handed.
How many times is he gonna wave? They're all different, right?
It looked like
I think they're all different.
That
slightly.
wave there was like maybe he's been waving every kill, and there's been so many kills. He's now getting a bit tired. It's like a very kind of
bored, just
exhausted
like, oh,
wave.
okay,
Like,
hi.
see you guys, off you go, bye bye.
You're dead.
Yeah.
There's no. It's not a best of 5.
Radiant's top tower is under
You were doing very well.
This is game 2, and also so Liquid. They lost series yesterday, correct? I believe so. So yeah.
we casted it.
Yeah, we did.
We did. It was
I
first series
confirm it.
yesterday. First series
For the
yesterday.
viewers.
Boom Liquid.
Yep. And so now after this series, if they can't find a way to come back to this series,
0-2 on the leaderboard.
yep. When you start getting those like 2-3 losses pretty early, it's hard because you know that you have to win literally every single best of 3 on then.
Sure.
Which isn't unrealistic for Liquid.
No. But
They're-
especially when I guess morale is already probably going to be a bit rough after they just only scraped through in the tiebreakers.
Yeah. Liquid's looking to smoke for the Tormentor, but CHIMERA too fast, gets it. All right, Dahak, come back. You got the shard.
All right, here we go. Liquid, they're smoked up. Can they find something?
The
scan
Can they
said
get Laurenov? He's alone. Completely alone.
he has got an illusion rune.
And
And
Lincoln's.
Lincoln's.
Okay.
He is already out. They won't get the chance to get the jump on him. Nothing to be found there for Liquid.
All right, so I'm assuming with these tips, Dahak was like, yo, you're getting ganked top.
I'm sure he made the call, yeah. I think he certainly did that.
That's my favorite when, so teams will like tip a player in their team with no context, and you got to figure out why they tipped them. Because it's usually something in comms or they said something funny. And yeah, good comms save lives. I think they could just go high ground. Like, what are Liquid going to do to TA2000?
Dude, they can go beyond high ground.
They can go fountain.
Yep. They can go fountain.
If it was old school, they'd kill the fountain, and they would just camp there.
Was that ever in Dota 2 or was that only Dota 1?
No, it was Dota 1. Okay. I've never actually experienced that in my life.
I never played Dota 1
Neither have I.
before my time.
I've heard good things about it.
Let's see what Liquid have gone. There's the roar.
That's a rage off.
Macropire. Jumping in with the rebound. They don't get a grab.
I think he's dead on boxing.
Yeah, Laurenov's ready to
That's
come in,
the
but the BKB's there. Laurenov's still going to look to finish him off through the BKB. Boxy tries to turn. He'll live for now, Boxy. He'll get back to the base. TA2000's ready to start chasing the bigger kills, though, as kills on Saberlight. Liquid stuck in the fountain. They're trying to get out, but the tier 3 is falling.
They've used pretty much all of their gas now.
And Laurenov, he's got TA2000 in the start. He's ready to make the jump, Mickey. And we'll get the time lapse off. Laurenov relatively low on the mana. Nisha jumping forward, trying to finish the kill. TA2000, he's going to focus the objectives. Take these racks down. Panto, he's looking for the setup from the side. Trying to get in there. Here comes the freezing field. It's good damage as well. They can't stop Panto as he lets it go. And Liquid
Nisha.
chase to the fountain again. Nisha, he's dead. They'll tap out. They've had enough. GG is called. CHIMERA, what a game. I mean, what a series. It's 2-0 for them against Liquid. This game in particular, wow. These guys look brilliant. Gunnar.